literature, and it teaches kids about new career choices, right? So understanding that, okay, this child can be a doctor, or they can be this, but what about an architect? What about an oceanographer? What about the different things that your child may have skill sets to that aligns with different careers that maybe our community may not be exposed to? So this book, it shows children how what they like in their home, what they like to do, how that can add up to a different kind of career. So they're able to color, they're able to have a little activity at the end, even an Olympic athlete, right? Because we see our girls as Olympic athletes now, which is a wonderful thing. So it infuses everything. So I encourage you to get these books for your children. For those children, I always tell this to adults and people who, have that kind of influence and money. Get the book and gift it to a child that cannot access the book, right? Because that's the real big purpose. We can buy these books for our kids and they have their libraries and, they have these things, but it's really for the kids that don't have a library at home. They don't have access for books. They don't have books in their homes, right? So that's why I always say, give the book to someone that, the child doesn't have a book, all right? That's all.
Heal. There are times we have to do things afraid. I have never been someone to just settle. I am a midwife for individuals that need to find their voice. I believe and I do lead and usher others in that type of arena. I lost my mother this year. That makes me go even harder, doing outreach work and collaborating plus networking. I am also a bully advocate, but I want to assist the bullies as well because they are being overlooked, but they need help as well. Anytime we want to get rid of the root of something, you have to get down to it, and that is one way to do that. I have begun writing a journal for you. I have been led all my life to meet individuals where they are, to direct and lead you to where they want and should be. We all are queens and kings, here to assist one another. As a choir director, youth leader, educator, playwright, creative, model, and a published author, I use my knowledge, music, and the arts to teach and reach young women and audiences. I have written 2 books, 3 collaborations, and about 7 productions, with other books sitting on my laptop to be published. I also will have a school of the arts, dance, writing, dance, and handle. I'm here to service communities throughout the globe. I'm seeking opportunities to fill in gaps, to educate, to inspire, and to encourage or bring awareness to hidden components in life. Writing and publishing is one of the avenues that I use to reach audiences and readers. Society is broken in many areas: personal development, mental and emotional health. What better way to serve our Creator and to leave a legacy to impact the world by using the talents and gifts housed inside of us? I am also known as Lady Purple. There is a story behind my purple hair. God basically told me to do that, mainly because it's not even my favorite color. My favorite color is gray. But God had led me, and when I asked him, I said, what color do you want me to change my hair to? Because I have been said that I play in a Crayola box because my hair is in so many different colors. But God instructed me to change my hair to purple because it is a favorite color of so many others. And I have been, as far as Vegas, people have really asked me, about my purple hair. And I met a young lady in Vegas who had just lost her mother. But my purple hair inspired her. And we had a conversation. I meet people on the street, people from all different walks of life. They're intrigued and they follow this purple hair. So then I said, oh Lord, it was good that I was obedient, because now I see exactly why he changed and told me to change my hair to color purple. I have been led all my life to meet individuals where they are, to direct and lead them. I am here to service communities throughout the globe. My Facebook is Lynda Joice, Lynda, Joice, Joice, the letters R, and that is really what you spell my name. You can can find me on Instagram. I am the author, entrepreneur, Lynda Joice _ and my business page is the Vision Productions. These are the books. Well, I have 3.
Hard, it's a struggle, and we need to be able to walk by faith and not by sight, because what we see can lead to suicidal ideation, right? What we see can just be, I don't feel like being here anymore. What we see can actually turn us around. But what we need to know is our faith in Christ catapults us to be able to walk and to continue towards the light which is in Christ Jesus. My second book, my business partner, one of my business partners, Dr. Michelle Spears, we wrote this in 2021, 60 Days of Thanksgiving. It's a short book. It's a devotional as well as a journal that's within it. And it's something that you can use for a women's study, a men's study, a group study. But it's something for you personally. You have the opportunity to write in it and to have your own thoughts as to what did that speak to you? What did it say to you? How can I keep going? There are many times that we wake up and we're like, no, I'm not feeling it. Today was my day. I told my husband, I'm not feeling very people-y today. He said, well, maybe you need to go and maybe you'll feel more people-y. That's not a word, I know. But I am glad that I did press through in order to make it here. And then the third item that I have is a journal. It's a complement to the Walking by Faith. And it's 365 days. It's nothing long. How many of you have tried journaling and put it down and you got pieces of journaling books all over the house and you pray that no one ever finds until after you're dead and gone?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
I got like 15 of them. I hope my husband never finds them. Whatever. But nevertheless, but it's short. It's meant to be short in order for you just to write what it is that you're thinking for that moment. Not to take a whole bunch of time, but for you to actually just to think, be thankful, be grateful, and close it up to do the next day. I have t-shirts and sweatshirts. It's cold outside today. Yesterday I had a jacket on. Today I forgot to wear my winter coat. But nevertheless, the Walking by Faith devotional is 25. The 60-day Thanksgiving is 15. The journal is 15. The shirts are 20, and the sweatshirt is 40. So I have any questions? And that's what I did. But that's just a snippet piece. The book really talks about, I don't go as far as back like my childhood or anything. I just discuss how I met my husband, and before that, college, and how I had my undergrad in social work at Temple. So like when you do your internship, they let you know like, all right, you gotta pick an intern. So it was 2 that I knew I didn't want to work in. It was DHS, and it was anything with any disability. I don't know why, but that was just something that I wasn't interested in. They did set me up with some type of organization, and it didn't go through. They told me like a week before I was supposed to get started, like, sorry, it fell through. We only have these 2 options, United Cerebral Palsy and DHS. I said, I'm not doing DHS. So I said, let me overcome my fear, and let me do United Cerebral Palsy. So I did do that. I overcame that. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot from it. And then years later, after miscarriages, we had our son, and guess what? He was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. So I was like, okay, so that was a full circle, for that moment. And even at the time, I ended up working for ChildLink like years later. They did a documentary on my family because they wanted to see how it is for me to be working for early intervention, and also I have received services for early intervention. So they did a documentary. They came to our home and recorded whatever the case, and it was nice. I didn't mind doing it because I just knew that was going to encourage and help any parent or any person that was in our situation. So after that, I also discussed, I knew that this wasn't gonna be the last, thing for me to do on earth. I'm always trying to find something new, something to learn new, or whatever the case. And close friends of mine and people random was like, you should go into real estate. And I'm just like, no. I didn't want to. And one early intervention, you have an option of staying home or working in the field, whatever the case. So one day I was home and I prayed out loud because I was in the house by myself. And I said, Lord, I need something for me to do. Like, I love what I do, but I know it's something else for me to do. And instantly, I went in the shower. God talks to me in the shower. Don't question that. That's how he communicates with me sometimes in my dreams. But he said real estate. It was real estate, and that was it. I'm not gonna tell you the rest, but that was it, and that was a journey. I talk about COVID. I talk about a horrible car accident that I'm in. I'm still that happened years ago, but I'm still suffering from it a little bit as far as my memory. As my close friends and family know, that it's my memory is not how it used to be. I had to write a lot of things down, short term or long term. But I've coped with it, and I'm doing really well, and I ended with me doing real estate full time. As of September 1st of this year, I left early intervention. I've been working there for over 10 years, and I decided to do real estate full time. Also during that time, I announced my book, which came out on September 12th. And announced that, and like 2 weeks ago, I just released the audio for my book, so I'm proud of myself. It is an easy read. This book is an easy read. I already gotten feedback from it. They say you can't put it down, so I'm like, good. You can purchase my book off of Amazon and Kindle, and Gumroad, Gum Road. My audio is on there in my book. So it's $21. And I hope that you enjoyed. Those that I know that are here that got it, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for your feedback. And those that have not, I hope that you come purchase and enjoy. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy the book, just from the feedback from everyone else.